Why does it matter what your credit score is? One thing I love to ask people is, would you loan you $300,000? You're asking someone to loan you hundreds of thousands of dollars that does not know you at all. When you get ready to purchase a home, the bank has no idea who you are. Their only idea of who you are is based upon some of the things that are defining you on paper, which is through your credit report. So, not all of us have maintained our credit or have good credit history, and that's all they see about you. So when you think about what your credit report is, honestly, it is the lender's job they want to give you a loan. Like, they want to give you a loan, but then you also know that it's their job to protect the lender. So keep in mind that it's not their job to say, we don't want to give you a loan, but based upon your resume, which is your credit report, that's what they're seeing. That's how you're applying. You're applying based upon all of the marks that they see, just like a job. So when you get ready to apply for a job, an executive position that says, hey, you need a master's degree, you need this many years of experience, and you turn in a resume that says, hey, something completely opposite of what they're looking for, normally you're probably not even going to get a call back for an interview. So keep that in mind. When a person is looking at your credit report is your financial resume. It's telling these people whether you're going to be a good candidate or a good fit for that funding. Can they trust you? So not only are they looking at that credit report alone, but you need to make sure that other things line up. Deposits going into your bank account, your debts, your income, all of this stuff also has to align up, but your credit is very important. And a lot of people approach me and they want to buy a house, and the first thing I'm going to ask them is, do you know your credit report? And oftentimes it's no. I have no idea. I haven't looked at my credit report in years. Well, then you're not really ready to buy a house because you don't know what's on there. You don't know what's on there. You need to at least know, and you don't want to be surprised by a lender denying you when you could have definitely just looked at it and dealt with whatever was on there. So I get people that are like, I want to fix my credit. And while that's a great thing, the banks also see that they're not serious about their financial health because they're literally fixing their credit right now in the process of trying to buy a house. So take this into consideration. If you're wanting to buy a house, make sure you know your credit, know what's on there, deal with these things before you approach the lender. And sometimes the lender can aid you and help you through this process. But when you are thinking about your credit and just your life in general, have good credit because you want to have good credit for your own name, for your future, for the things that you want to do in life. You don't always want to have the highest interest rate. You don't always want to get rejection letters. Like, fix your credit because that is your integrity on paper. So when people want to buy a house, you need to have there are people that will loan you money down to a 500 credit score, but it comes with a cost, right? So having poor credit just shows people they'll waste more money. You know what I mean? Can we trust them? So having poor credit literally tells the bank that you may not be the best candidate for a home loan. But if they are serious, even if I have poor credit in the 500s, we'll just make them put more money into it. And not only are you going to have to put more money into it, you won't be able to have you won't have room for any other red flags. So you definitely want to work to have your credit in a good place. You definitely want to work to make sure that, hey, I'm paying things on time. You don't want to have any late payments or any marks on your credit that are showing there within the last 12 months when you're getting ready to apply for a loan. You don't want to show on your bank statements that you have insufficient funds or that you have bounced checks and things like that on your credit report. How do you think how a lender would feel about that? You have to take that into consideration. No one is out here, hating on you or whatever. Like we as agents want you to get into a home, and the lenders want to sell you a home so that they can also reap the benefits of you purchasing that home. So take into consideration from a lender's point of view what they're seeing, what you've been presenting to them. What is your health like when it comes to your finances? You have a bunch of outstanding debt? Are you just letting it sit there until one day you got the bright idea to purchase a home? You have to take these things into consideration and be realistic with yourself. And with that being said, don't just let it sit there. Like today, take ownership of your credit. Like today, look at your credit report, figure it out. freecreditreport.com. Start checking out what is on my credit. You will be surprised of things that are on your credit that may not even be yours. Things that we are just failing to approach and deal with. If we don't look at it, it will not go away. So deal with your credit, guys, before you come up with the great idea that you want to be in a house in 30 days because your lease is coming to an end. While I want you to be a homeowner, the lenders want you to be a homeowner, I need you to want to be a homeowner through your actions, that you have been preparing and planning for this. Home ownership does not happen overnight. It is not the end of the world if your credit is not a 640. You can do things to grow your credit and get in a better position financially to purchase a house. I do service if I say go ahead and get a house at $500, $550. You have to put more money down. You're scrutinized more than the average purchaser. So I want to encourage you, go ahead and get your credit score at least up to a 600, 620. You get better interest rates, meaning with the lower interest rates, you can afford more house. So you definitely want to put yourself in the best position to maximize your ability to purchase. So I want to encourage you to, if you're having credit issues, don't just build your credit because you want something. Build your credit because you want more out of life. You don't want to always have the highest interest rate. You always don't want to have to pay more, or being rejected, period. So I do have a person that I refer everyone to. We see amazing results. I actually love her. Her link will be down below in my bio. If you want to get started, you can schedule a free consultation with her if you come through me and you're using my referral link. So I will talk to you soon. If you want to purchase a home, if you think that you're in a good position, you may not know, let's talk about it. If you are ready to upgrade and sell your home, let's talk about it. If you're trying to do a buy and sell at the same time, I love those. Let's talk about it. If you're relocating to the Atlanta area and you want to know the areas that you should be in, or where you should be in, or how does that even work? Can I even purchase a home right now in a whole nother state that I'm not employed in? I have answers for those as well. All right, I hope that you learned something from this video. Until next time, thank you so much for listening. I'm Shana Rivers, part of the Atlanta Home Expert team. Have an amazing day.